Welcome here, it's Tim the Blacksmith. So this is part 5 of the titanium knife build, and if you've been following along, you're like, Tim, did you forget about it? I didn't forget about it. I'm just not, unfortunately, a full-time content creator, so I had other stuff that I had to do. But regardless, today we're back on it and we are gonna get this thing done. Well, not necessarily in this video, but you know what I mean. Gonna start by clamping the blade here, getting it level to the table, and I'm going to trace some lines around this wood, which is the handle, or to-be handle. Then hoping to drill a very precise and accurate hole in the back to line up with this internal thread, and then start making the pommel, which is going to be out of this piece of zirconium, and that'll hold this all together. So I'm just tracing out my line of level. Do that all the way around the block. And then I'll be making everything square and parallel to that. Sweet. Got this in the mill here now, and I'm gonna take the top side off, and then this thing should be pretty much ready to go. It's pretty good. So what's up next is that I need to do my layout like this so that I can get this angle to know exactly how I'm gonna drill that hole. Got to get this dialed. Quite nervous about this actually. Here goes nothing. Okay, we're gonna take it out, see how I did. Whew. See light. That's probably a good thing. Gonna go with that. Okay, that fits. Oh, I can actually see it. It looks really good. Yeah, I'm really optimistic that that is good. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So I've just been spending some time figuring this out, and I think it's actually going to be pretty straightforward. So the plan is going to make up this nut. Pommel nut is probably the best description for it. It's going to be out of the zirconium. Pretty simple, threaded on the inside, and then bigger. It has a hole in here, and then this part will stick out. So the way this will work is this will get threaded on like this, and then the wood will be sitting here sort of like that, so it'll stick out the back. I'm getting a lot of this to work on the back, and with the breakdown is coming from Kyle Royer, super good bladesmith on YouTube, and so that's sort of what's coming, a little bit of inspiration, help from them on this. So really excited now to take this piece of the zirconium, heat the forge up and start forging. Feels like it's been forever, and then some machining too, so it should be a good fun bit here. I'm gonna leave it there, and then we'll let it cool off. I'll put it in the chuck of the lathe, see how it looks. If it looks like it's running really out of true, I'll come back and straighten it up a little bit, but I think it's gonna be okay. Anyways, let's cool it off and we'll pick it up when we get to the lathe. Here's the piece. It's like a soapy kind of feeling. It's so cool. So I'm gonna chuck it up here, or try to, and then we're gonna start into this bad boy. That's actually ridiculously good. That never happens. That's awesome. Okay, so I got that polished up. Looks really good. So I'm gonna take it out and we'll start threading the back of this thing. Okay, so this is the part that I'm definitely been dreading and quite nervous about because I gotta thread the hole on the back. And if I break that tap, this part is done. So we wanna be really careful about how we do this. And when I say we, I mean I. Never threaded zirconium before. Gonna grab some compressed air. Okay, gonna call it there. Hopefully that does the trick. Guess we should try this out, hey? Ooh, that got really tight. That's not bad though. Just gonna check it on the drawing. Oh yeah, that's good. That's perfect. Very cool. I'm probably like so stressed out on camera, because in reality, I'm so stressed out. There's no reason to be stressed out, Tim. Everything is okay. It's cool. I'm just gonna polish this part up a little bit more, and then that guy is done, except for the blackening, which I'll do later. Very cool. So we're getting close to being done all the parts for this knife, which is super exciting. It's taken forever, literally. But what I want to do is, before I make the last part, I want to check, which is going to be a part to support this pommel nut. That's what I'm calling this thing, as it slips into here. So I just drilled this out to fit this roughly. So the hope, if everything goes well, I slip this on and this will thread right in. Pretty skeptical that will happen, but if that does, I will sing you a song. Probably won't, but let's see how this goes. Because nothing ever works out perfect when I build it. That actually feels like it's working. Doesn't feel 100%. So what's going on is that it has tipped it up. So there's a gap here. The lines don't work out, but that's not to say I couldn't make that work, you know? Yeah, okay, so what we'll do is I'm gonna make this next part up, and then when I drill the hole to set it into the wood, I'm gonna drill it a little bit off center of this hole to help get the alignment right. And then hopefully that'll fix that, and then I will sand the wood from that point on to make it work. Okay, so here's the part. Can't see that at all, can you? What? Did you hear that? There's a chicken outside. What's going on? What? Am I hearing things? You heard that? I don't know, who has a chicken? What is going on? Oh, look at that, there he is. The old Ed must have been laying an egg. That's not random, I don't know what is. Okay, let's get back in here. I was just listening to that video back of me talking. Did you hear that? There's a chicken outside. I said, oh man, sometimes when I'm editing these videos of myself, oh, I will just lose it. Oh man, what were we even doing before this whole fiasco? All right, so this is the part here. Super hard to see. Anyways, it machined, fits on good. Happy with that. The only thing I'm not happy about is I actually want it to slip on a little bit further. So I'm gonna see if I can get this mounted up in a collet and go to the mill and do a little bit more work. Clean the back up, maybe see if I can make that hole a little deeper. I can't put it in the lathe anymore because I'll crush it with the chuck. I don't have a C-collet to fit into that, so that's why I gotta go to the mill. So let's see what we can do over there. But so far it's looking pretty good. So what I actually just realized is that the mill is all set up to be drilling the hole in the back, and I need to do a little more. So I thought before I machine this, if there's a chance that I could drill that hole for this slips in, this would be the time to do it and then clean this part up. It's a little bit weird, but it's just the way it's gonna need to be. So I'm just gonna get this handle back in here and then do the final drilling. Just gonna see if this thing fits. Oh, shoot. Well, it fits all right. That is so weird. That drill bit was undersized. Like this should be pressed in and it just fits in with a gap. How is that possible? I just sharpened the drill bit. Hopefully that'll tighten it up a little bit. I want to see what it looks like. So at this point, I'm just going to continue on, see how it goes. Oh, fits so perfect. If I push it in though, except for that first bit of the hole, man, that sucks so bad. If I push it in though, I won't be able to get it out. So I've just been sitting here giving this a solid think, trying to figure out what I can do to fix this here. If you didn't catch that over at the mill, the drill bit I started with, actually used, was dull when I started and it made the hole bigger than it should have. I went a little bit, resharpened it, and then it worked better to the spec of what it was, but it left this hole, or like, it's left a pretty solid gap around this part, and that drives me nuts. I know as soon as this thing's done, the only thing I'll look at is that. So what I'm gonna do is I've got just enough of the Zirc left that I'm gonna try to machine it to spec to the wood on the OD. That'll cost me quite a bit of time, but I can't think of any other way around it. So I'm gonna do that and then we will be done that part. But besides that, I'm really happy on how this is looking and feeling, and it's like starting to be a real knife, right? Finally. I actually have already drilled the hole deeper in the back of the handle to fit this part because I made it longer. So now I'm just gonna have to do some serious finessing to get that to fit in there nice. Okay, so I've got a little bit, man, this place is so messy. Look at all this junk. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just push all of this aside. And I'm not happy with, I just gotta do a little bit better fit up here now that it's where it's gonna be, a bit of a gap. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna fix that. Here's what I'm thinking, and you can tell right now, if you haven't figured this out already, I'm not a knife maker. I'm a blacksmith. Guys who make the knives, I don't know how they do it. They just walk up to the belt sander and eye this stuff up and it all works out perfect for them. But that's cool for you, but that's not me. So what I'm gonna try to do is actually indicate the guard, get it level, and then pull the knife out, leave the wood clamped in there, and then just machine off, and it should theoretically, you know, get it square. So again, all theoretical, right? Oh, Tim. Okay, I'll have to rethink this. Let's try to do it to the vise. The vise doesn't move in relation to the knife. So that's not gonna work. I look forward to the day when I actually know what I'm doing. That'll be a great day. Okay, that should work, right? Okay, we're gonna see if this plan of mine's gonna work. See if I can get the knife out. Cool. All right, I'm gonna get this thing set up here and then buzz off a little bit and we'll see if this works. If this doesn't work, go to the next plan. Don't know what that is, but we'll figure it out if we need it, I guess. All right, let's see if this little plan of mine worked. What I'm gonna try to do is to actually test it out while it's still clamped, so that if anything funky is going on, I still have the option to adjust it while, oh, it feels so good. Sits down on a square shoulder, that's perfect. I bet everybody who's made a knife before is laughing their head off right now at me obsessing about this thing. Damn, you just take that to the belt sander and you just square it up with your eye and it's good enough. Oh, okay. Didn't know, sorry. Okay, we're getting pretty tight here. Pretty happy with that, guys. Okay, that's snug down. Man, that's the bomb. I jump and yell and scream and everything, but I've already done that too many times today, so let's just say that's good. Okay, let's take it out. So all of that work, which has actually turned out super good, was to just get this thing perfectly parallel and trued up square for me to start now shaping the handle. I know that seems a little bit weird, but it just feels so good to come into something that's square and right. You know, it's like trying to build a railing on a table that's not square. Or, yeah, that was sweet to do that in the mill. That just worked out. That's the trick. Man, that's about where the balancing point is, which is actually awesome. I was really worried about that because the titanium is so light, right? But I'm also going to shave off quite a bit of wood, so it might shift a little bit, but that's still not, that's pretty good. All right, so next up will be shaping the handle, which I'm really looking forward to. Not that I haven't been looking forward to everything, but I feel like a lot of the stressful stuff is through or done, hopefully, and now we're just going to settle into a long routine of hand sanding, and hand sanding. I'm not quite sure what grit I'm going to take it up to, the blade. I'm just going to see how it goes. I'm hoping that I can stop at about like a 600 and then get the wood shaped up and then darken that zirconium. I can't wait to do that. But unbelievably, this is the end of the week, and that was another week of work. It's just so slow because you have to be so careful with this stuff. When I started this project, I thought it was going to be like, oh, 1 part, 2 part max. You know, let's get this thing done. And now that I'm in it, I'm realizing that was a huge mistake on my part. But at the same time, I'm not going to blow this because this is a once-in-a-lifetime build probably, right? So we're going to slow down, just do it right, and get it done, whatever that takes, I guess. So thank you for watching. It's been a hoot. It's been a pleasure having you. And I don't know where my hammer is. How can I do my outro without my hammer? We got to smash something. Probably not, but yeah, if you like this video, grab your favorite hammer, hit that like button, grab an even bigger hammer and smash, like literally that subscriber button. Oh, and extra little plug, because I'm trying to get to 100,000 before the end of 2020 this year. And I can't do it without your help. I want to get to the 100K. Let's do some giveaways. What should we give away? Yep, I'm done here. Just take it. I don't want to see it again ever. Oh, but seriously, thanks for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.